Been doing a little bit of work on the wife's car, getting her command start working, or remote start, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Anywho, back to this one. I think the plan here is, well, we're going to start just doing some really quick body work and touching up the paint here, doing a little bit of touch up. We did do a little more touch up on the back. What I did do is I was actually just spraying blue on it and then sanding it. So I'm kind of liking the look a little better there. It's kind of matching it a little more to the blotchiness that the truck is. I kind of did the same over here. There's a little more blue in it. So yeah, looks better. Better, but not better. I don't know. I picked up some of my weather stripping, so we can do that. Or I call it weather stripping. It's just, I get Velcro and then I glue it inside the window channel because, I don't know, the window felts are kind of expensive. So all I do is buy 1.5 inches. We fold her in half, like so. Dun -dun. And then glue it into the channel, and then windows don't rattle, and hopefully it cuts down on the breeze, because these things always kind of fall apart. You can buy this stuff, but it's kind of spendy. I bet you 2 doors nowadays, what does it cost to fill her? I know up here they're probably $60, $70 a side. I don't even know if that's American or Canadian. So just to do those felts is probably 150 bucks. So, which is fine, but I think that costs, I don't know, 20 bucks, 15 bucks, something like that, maybe less. The wife picked it up, so I don't know for sure. But anyways, like I say, I'm going to go there and just down the door a little bit. I'll be happy with that. I have to dig around. I think I have some random weather stripping that I'll put into here, and hopefully that'll seal up the door nice. That I can not get cold and breezy while we're driving around. We had put some floor mats in, but I was kind of hit and miss. Not so great with my cutting there. So I've got to trim that up a little more. What do we do? I have a random boot. I still have to do that. We have our remote start in, but it's still not working 100%. I did get it, like you got the button, truck starts. It'll be nice and warm when you get in. My problem is I still got to program my motor because it overfuels at startup. So we got to do that, I got to change something with the computer anyways. So, this is a very abnormal thing. I've never had that happen to myself. Anyways, it's not terribly late, but I don't feel like doing a lot. So I think about the plan is everywhere we got our welds right now, I am just going to squeegee a little bit of fiberglass, and that's good enough. And then we'll get a bit of primer on it and some paint. We do have to do 2 patches on this door, but I don't feel like doing it tonight. We got to do this one here, and then there's one right here. There's a little hole there for some reason. Other than that, I think that's it. And then a little bit of... that would explain a lot of the rattles. And then I think we got to put a bit of paint on this thing so she don't rust out again. All right, well, let's squeegee up a little bit of fiberglass and just say we did something tonight. Alrighty. We do not need very much for what we're doing. Ooh, stuff's a little dry. Have no fear. Just doing fiberglass. I always mix it with a bit of resin. People are going to tell you can or you can't do this. I don't know. Take it for what you will. I've been doing it for a long time. I haven't had a problem, so. It smooths it out, makes it nicer to work with. That's like what I'm trying to do. I want a very, very light coat on there just to cover the welds. And I'm not concerned this roundabout dents or anything. I just wanted to seal the welds, I guess. So I use the resin because it'll kind of give it a nice milky, makes it spread easier, I guess. I almost want a little more, but yeah, this will be fine. I don't put tons of hardener because I like to give myself lots of time to put this on. Some people go nuts with that and then they don't even make it to the car before it gets hard. I like to take my time like I'm icing a cake here. Definitely. At least I'm not going for a lot. You can do whatever you want to do, but for myself, I just want to seal up my welds, that's all. That definitely wasn't too productive of a night, but hey, the wife should be happy. All we did is just did a smear on the perimeter of everywhere. So we got there on the bottom seam. We got up here where our, what do you want to call it? Well, we had some rust here and then we had an antenna. That's gone. We put a little bit on the brow. It was starting to harden up on me whenever we were doing it over here a bit, so I had the boogie. So anyways, there's the other patch here. Again, we're just covering the welds. That's all we're touching here. Not concerned about anything else. I want to do that, give it a light scuff. Boom, hit some paint. Boom, out the door kind of thing. Kind of scenario. Anyways, oh, everybody kept mentioning that for reserve tank. And yeah, that actually works really good. I just grabbed one off of scrap car. So it's like a little power steering reservoir. I think it was at NZ Mohr. I think he was mentioning that. So we kind of did that. I'm not sure if my cylinder's leaking or not, so I just piggybacked the other second hose off the other side. So this tank had two reservoirs, so I have the one going here, but I piggybacked the other side into it so it could maybe double as a reservoir one way too. I don't know. It goes up and down fine, doesn't make any weird noises or do anything, so, well, it only makes noise when it starts to bottom out on the cross member, so not too worried about it. Alrighty. Well, until tomorrow, that's about all I'm doing. Yep. we got this thing going here. I just know. Ooh, it's a little bright. I just got to change the fuel from startup. Now, we could probably fix this with a fuel regulator or something, but honestly, when it's running and you kind of get into it a little bit, the fuel pressure drops and is running right. This is like a super rare thing that I've never had happen running one of these S10 fuel filters before. But we're going to experiment and see what happens here. So we got fuel. Where's airflow? Maybe airflow. It's going to be somewhere that has our cranking VE. So that's probably it, because when it's cranking, it's got way too much. So let's just pull 10% out of that. See if it helps it. That I don't have to give it any throttle when I start. That's what happens right now, is I have to give it throttle, and it usually pushes too much fuel. Whoops. 0.90. Let's just do that. Let's just pull 10% out of there and see what happens. Cranking. I think that's it, really. Yeah, we'll do that. Super simple. Try that. We will rate this when it comes back. As soon as this is done, we'll hear the fuel pump cycle. That means it wrote its program. We'll hit the key, see if it'll start. If it doesn't, I'll pull another little bit, see what happens. It's either that or I got to tell it to use a bit of throttle, give it a little more air. This is my guess. There we go. See, it does that all the time. You know what? For the heck of it, let's just pull another 10. If that doesn't work, then we'll try something else. Seems like a lot, but the fuel pressure is so high at idle. There we go. All right, let's pull a little bit from idle now. Let's see if it starts again. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. No, I don't care about that. Airflow, our VE table. Let's just do into the first little bit. Let's pull a little bit of fuel out of there. I think I'll only do like 5%. Because it is fine, but we'll take a little bit out. Let's rate that. See how happy it is. So it was always popping and backfiring starting unless I gave it some throttle to clear it out and yada yada. Now it seems pretty good. I know it's kind of boring, but that's all we got to do. Mint. So that's there. We wrote that. That is good. We will save it. Unlocked. Startup fix. Perfect. And now, survey says...
awesome. We are golden.
All right. Well, I've clearly scatterbrained everywhere, but we put that hood ornament on, which I dig. Looks cool. Fits the rest of the truck. I did a few little things inside. Well, clearly we got our remote start working. We got our start issue figured out. We got the old style brake pedal in there. I don't know if you can see that. Give you some light. There you go. Haven't addressed this yet. This big mess. Not a problem. I guess I've been ignoring the fact I got to do some rust repair, so I guess that's what we're gonna do next. So we got our initial little schmear on everything, but we'll touch that up after. But for right now, we got to cut out this little bit here, and I don't even know why. This is not even really a rot, but we'll make a little patch. We'll fix that up and get a little schmear on that stuff, sand everything, and the goal is to do this, that, sand, and try to match this again, do that little kind of thing, and then man, we're almost there. I have picked up and I got the windshield today, so that's probably why I didn't get a lot done. I don't know if I'm going to get it in right now, but we're going to tackle one thing at a time here. So we're just going to get these few things done first. Right, bud? No. Alrighty, we got our rust patch done. We've did basically a rough sanding of everything, and I want to just get the paint I'm using is a rust paint, so I can paint it directly on the steel. I don't care, but the Bondo it doesn't usually work well with, so I'm kind of just gonna give it a quick little blast of primer. And then we're going to touch this up. Try to blow it in and try to match our patina up there and over here. A little bit everywhere. We don't need a lot of primer. Just a little. Just to cover up our Bondo and stuff. I'll do this one when I got two hands. Alrighty, let that sit, and then we'll start our patina process here. Oh, I got no red oxide. I guess this one's just going to be what it is. We got a few spots. Yeah, I don't think I have any red oxide primer. Yeah, well. We'll hit it with some blue, and then we'll figure it out later. Blue first. This part really doesn't matter. That blue sure seems different. Yeah, this one can sure gone far. Alrighty. Hit it with a little bit of black. That is the next step. Oh, look at that. Don't even let it set up. Just give her. Oh, actually, if we just dust it, it looks like a closer. Just stand about 3 feet back. I like it. I like it. Use a lot more paint, but sure adds to the blotchiness, eh? Just don't have any red oxide primer. I don't think I can save enough out of that can. If you squint, and stand really far back. Seems pretty good. Maybe I can get away with only red oxide if I just sand it. Nah, that'll need some red oxide on there. I think I'll wash it off the hood though. It's the nice part. I'm using like mineral spirits or gun wash. But if you don't like your patina job, you can just wash it off. It's not terrible. Needs a little bit of red oxide. Just a little. Oop, that's still tacky. Should wait till that dries a little. Well, still a little tacky, but let's just quickly hit her with the scuff pad just to dull it down. Try to match the rest of the truck here. Might be easier to burn through. It's not perfect. Pretty happy with that though. We'll try to hit a little more blue blotch somewhere. That didn't work. A little more black. No, didn't like that either. We'll just let it sit. This is actually all not too bad. This part's a little shiny, but a little scuff pad work proves that it's seems to dull it down just enough. I don't care about behind there. Ah. You know what? It's good enough. I'm pretty happy with that. Another, it seems a little too dark. Just weather it a bit. Oh yeah. Good enough. Yeah. Can we do better? I don't know. I think it's fine. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. It just is what it is. You're trying to make it look crappy, so. No point getting too scuffled over it. All right. I think it looks pretty good. I still gotta dull down that spot. The place I welded had a little pinch throughs here, but I just need that to dull down a bit. Hasn't quite hit it. I think it'll dull down once it dries. Did the same on the other side. Right there, this spot just needs a little dulling down. Not bad. I don't know. I think overall it looks pretty good. Once it loses some of its color, it'll be close enough. Up here, I don't have any red, but I'm kind of keep hitting this thing, spraying a little bit of black on it and farting around. And it's getting to the point I'm okay with it. Looks fine. It's off, but it's not bad. It's kind of like up here. Same with that spot. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. In the end, that's all that matters. I'm the one who's got to stare at it. I'm not sure where I'm at with this video. I don't know. I think this is where I'm going to call this one. I don't know if a lot got done, but we did tie up a lot of little loose ends. I think we only got one video left here. I basically got to get that windshield in. We got to do the felts and the window fuzzes. And I think we're just about there. Like, she is pretty much ready to hit the road. I'm pretty happy with that. Anyways, as always, folks, I want to thank you for watching. And we will catch you on the next one. Later.